It's about that time. So I got a couple questions about my fish tank the last time I posted a video. And I figured, why not? Let me give y'all a little introduction to what I got going here. So first, I got this tank, I believe, at the beginning of the year. It's a 5.5 gallon top fin aquarium kit. Came with the filter, tank, and the hood. That's about it. And since I've had it, I've made some pretty substantial additions. For the decorations, I got a mixture of plants from Petco and, well, the two in the back, the biggest ones you see, those are silk plants from Petco. I got the dragon, I believe, from Petco. And just a little tip for y'all. If you go to Petco and you want to buy something, check online on their website first, because a lot of times the price is low on their website and you will get a nice hefty discount. So about everything I put in here from that store, I got for about 30% off. You did. So yeah, the rest of the stuff I got from like PetSmart. And I got some live plants in here. So a couple Java fern. Earlier today, I got a shipment of what was it? Amazon frog bit. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it up in the top left corner up there. And of course, let's get to the highlight of the tank itself, the fish. So you could kind of see in the foreground that fish with the blue and the red. That's a neon Tetra. They originate in the Amazon region, and from what I read, they're related to piranha, and that alone was enough reason for me to pick them up. They're schooling fish, so you should at least get about 5 to 6, which I got 5 in here. My tank isn't too big, so I didn't want to overstock. But in the back, you could probably see my little Betta. He's new. He's a red tiger koi half moon plakat Betta. Alright, got all that? Rewind it if you need to. So, yeah, he's kind of young. He's pretty small. I don't know if you remember the last fish I had in this tank. He's in my other tank. I'll probably show y'all that at another time. But he was a crown tail, so I wanted to go a little bit more exotic, something a little different. And I saw this guy in the store, and he actually swam up to the front of the glass. The other ones, they kind of looked at me like, what's up with this dude? But that one right there, it was like he already knew me or something. So I was like, I'll go ahead and give him a chance. So one thing, well, there's a lot of things I learned about keeping a fish tank throughout the time I've had this one. And one of the biggest challenges was getting my tank cycled, which actually just kicked in about 2 days ago. I finally got it going. When I first had it, I was just doing water changes, just regular things, and I really had a high ammonia level, so I had to really think of a way to kind of kick that off, because the way fish tanks work is it's basically like a little ecosystem. You develop bacteria, the bacteria processes the waste, and then the waste gets turned into something a lot less harmful to the fish. And that's another good reason why I got these plants in here, because after it gets to the nitrate form, the plants can kind of feed off of that, and they clean the water as well. So it's just cool when you really understand the biology behind an aquarium. So I also have a few other guests in this tank, which you may not see. One of them is a tiger nerite snail. Call him Gary. Garot, officially. That's his government name. And I have a otocinclus catfish, which is always hard to find. I call him Ocho Cinco, aka Chad. I also have a ghost shrimp. Well, actually, there's a funny story about that. I went into the store to pick up some ghost shrimp, and the people at these pet stores, they half the time they don't know what they're doing. So I actually got lucky, and the dude there gave me a Japanese Amano shrimp. So I got him running around in there. His name is Plankton. If y'all can't tell, I like to have a little themes with my naming. And speaking of, the name of my Betta, which I'm hoping y'all will get the reference, his name is Nanaki. And anybody who's played Final Fantasy VII, y'all should know where that's from. Because I was looking at him, I was like, man, he looks like a red tiger. If you could see real close, he has like this striping on him. I'll try to get in a little bit closer, you might be able to see it. But there's a red tigerish type of animal he's a character. He's a friend. Red 13 from Final Fantasy VII, his real name is Nanaki. And I figured that was like a perfect name for this guy. Oh yeah, look, he came just to make a guest appearance, huh? Right on cue. So, yeah, he's pretty small, he's young. So I figured I'd get to see him grow and change colors a little bit and whatnot. And right now I'm just real happy I got the tank cycled finally, so I could just kind of stick to my little 20% water changes weekly and, keeping the tank vacuumed and keeping the fish fed. One thing that you have to understand also when you start a new tank, don't overfeed the fish. Like, I know you're excited and you want to get them all well fed and you get all this new stuff that you want to put in, but be conservative, be smart about it, because this fish will suffer otherwise. Yeah, I mean, I guess there's a couple others. I'm gonna give a real breakdown of the tank, especially if people like this video. So go ahead and smash on that like button if you want to see a more detailed look at some things and hear more in-depth knowledge about what I've learned on this journey. But I have a couple do-it-yourself projects. I had to engineer a few things for this tank. One of them being this light hood that I modified. I made it so that it's kind of like a spotlight because it comes with 3 LEDs and it's super bright. And I was like, I need to focus and tone that down a little bit, make it, look a little bit more dynamic. So I built that. I could probably do a little tutorial on how to do that sometime. I also have this LED light in the back. It's like a color changing light. You can't really see it. Well, actually, let me do this for y'all. Alright. So that's how that looks. I usually use that one at night, just so I'm not kind of like blinding myself when I'm watching TV. It's nice though. And yeah, man, that's it for now, really. I just wanted to let y'all know what's up with that. I'll probably be doing more fish tank content on my channel, just because my channel ain't really just only gaming, man. It's just about my things that I like and my interests, my hobbies, whatever. Y'all kind of get to know me, and through the comments I get to know y'all, so it's a beautiful thing. And I hope you enjoyed this little tour here. There's going to be more to come. If y'all got any questions, let me know. I can help y'all out. One thing to understand, the reason I'm laughing is, if you're curious or interested in getting into like just having a little fish or something like that, just keep in mind it starts off cheap, but it gets expensive real quick. So just be aware of that. As always, I appreciate y'all for watching. Be safe. God bless. Don't forget to love. And I'm gone.